Greetings, my dear viewer and first learner. I'm so happy and excited to be able to come back here, and I'm grateful that you people are following, that you've been able to subscribe, you're inviting your friends, and we continue learning together. Yes, our last lesson was on about how to be on the fast lane, and also on the fast lane and on the right side. Yeah, some of you asked, how does it relate when you're on the first end and on the lateral side? Today, the lesson is about to make it clear on what it means when you're on the lateral and when you're on the first lane side. On one side, you're surviving, on the other side, you're thriving. Yes, welcome to Abundance Fast Lane, where we get to learn and appreciate that abundance is a natural state for all of us, me and you included. That God intended us to live in abundance, He intended us to thrive and live the kind of life that He desired of us. Yeah? This is a man carrying his head on a cart. The heaviest burden you'll ever carry in this life are the thoughts that are in our heads. The thoughts in our head are what become perceptions, and those perceptions are what become our reality. So if we're able to alter our thoughts, we also alter our reality. If we alter our thoughts and we make them great and grand and beautiful, our reality becomes the same. So, as William James said, our thoughts will become our perceptions and hence become our reality. So, let's keep watching our thoughts. They are the heaviest burden we can carry in our head. And this can weigh you down or it can lift you up. The very thoughts that you have in our heads. Even the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so they are. It is so true that the thoughts you have are what becomes your reality. So you have a fast learner, or you, my viewer today, you have an opportunity to stop surviving and you have an opportunity to start thriving and start enjoying life, living in abundance just like God intended you to. You may ask, what is the rat race? The rat race is the cycle that we are so used to, that we work so hard to get into. In fact, that most of us work so hard to get into this cycle. Now we don't even know when we're getting ourselves into it. For some, it's even more generationally. Our fathers left it to us, and we're about to leave the same to our kids. There is a better life, there is a better opportunity. This rat race cycle is that you work hard, you earn an income. Once you receive an income and you're very happy, you pay your bills, and you work so hard to pay your bills. You live within the lifestyle that you're able to live, that you're all just able to pay your bills. When you manage that lifestyle and you're living within your means, then you'll end up having no money to invest. That means even savings you don't have. So at times, especially when life happens, because it will, you resort to credit cards and loans. That is debts. And when you get to that, you also go back to working hard. And the cycle continues and it goes on and on and on. At times it goes on until you're able to leave that to our kids and we encourage them to go to school. They work very hard, they'll get a job, they live for that lifestyle, and they live the same and they'll live for their kids. It becomes a generation. We have an opportunity to cut that and live an abundant life, just like God intended. This abundant life can be created by you and me by just having an abundant mind, which will resort to an abundant life. This one means that you're able to enjoy everything that God has given us. You do what you want, how you want, you go where you want, by the means you want, and you eat what you want at the time you want. I mean, you live just like God intended you to live. Yes, there's no limit to it. Look at that picture. You're able to enjoy all the goodness that God placed for us to enjoy. When you're living in the rat race life, at times you're not even able to enjoy the things that God has given us for free, the sunshine, the outside, the scenes. We are not able to enjoy that. Yes, when you have that abundant mind, you're able to enjoy that abundant life just like God intended. So you may ask, now how do I get to change my mind from the scarcity or from the surviving state to the abundant state? The first thing that you need to do is that take an inventory of where you are. Reconcile your reality and see where you are. Then from there, you start your journey. Stop comparing yourself with any other person. Just compare yourself with you, the you now and the future you that is awaiting you to grow. Then after that, focus on your growth. Separate yourself, focus on your growth and focus on it. Like your life depends on that growth. Then along the way, you are not living alone. You might have to affirm yourself and remind yourself why you want to take this journey of building abundant thoughts in your mind. Once you start this, look for an accountability partner that you can keep reminding each other that this is the journey you are taking. And soon you'll still live and your thoughts become a reality that you even yourself cannot believe. At times you may ask, in our current Kenya or in our current life, how can we develop this? We intend to help you develop this when you come to Abundance Fast Lane or any other financial literacy awareness class. You'll be taught on how to develop these minds. This is a full class by itself. The poor, if you're in the current in the mindset, and the poor we say it in this channel that poor is not poor in essence of being poor. Poor is passing over opportunities regularly. That you keep passing opportunities. How do you keep passing those opportunities and you remain poor? It's like you look for a job or you look for the work, as we had highlighted earlier. Then once you get the work, you get your income or you get your salary, whichever form of income. Whatever form of income, then once you get to that income, you come and use it for your expenses. Expenses so that you pay your rent, your taxes, your rent, your food, you use it for expenses. And of course, when you're poor, you want to look very rich. So you'll be buying or expensing your money on things that you sometimes don't even need. So you end up with nothing but remaining in the rat race. Remaining in the rat race and without any asset, without any asset. That is how the poor mindset is. There is that middle class mindset that most people get themselves into, and especially in our country, Kenya. In this one, you get your job because you get your income. Whichever way you get your income, you will of course spend some on the expenses for your maintenance and for your lifestyle. But then instead of your lifestyle, remember, as much as you're going to spend some in the expenses, you'll be spending it in taking loans so that now you're able to finance the good things that you see most people have. You take a mortgage, you take a car loan, and you have a credit card that you would use for your recurring expenses. And the mindset is that you keep growing the limit, the liabilities limit, so that you can get higher loan limits, you can get higher mortgages and a bigger car loan. That is, you get a bigger car with a bigger car loan. And at the end of the day, you still end up being in the expensing. You still have no asset by yourself. This is the kind of mindset, and that is the kind of reality they will live. That they will live by liabilities. There is that other mindset that will allow you to live an abundant life. Now, it doesn't matter how much you earn in terms of salary, in terms of your portfolio income, in terms of your interest income, or in terms of whichever way you earn your income. So the rich, what they will do, they'll get their income in whichever the way, either in rental, dividend, in interest, in royalties, in any way they get their money. And they initially got money like anyone else. We all start somewhere. And what they'll focus on buying assets that will keep giving them money. They'll focus on buying real estate, they'll focus on buying stocks, bonds, notes, intellectual property. They'll focus on things that will keep giving them money, that will give them money forever, generationally. And this will keep giving them more money. In this case, you will get that most of their expenses are on a tax, and the government will not charge them more because they'll know how to, not to evade tax, to be able to calculate in a way that they will not give a lot of tax. And they'll have liabilities, that is the mortgage that will use to acquire the real estate. They'll have consumer loans that will help them acquire these assets. And perhaps credit card is just to help them maintain and be able to manage themselves. Yeah, these mentalities, any one of us can acquire them. It might require a journey because you'll have to first take stock of where you are at, but it is possible that you can have that mindset of the rich or the wealthy, that any amount you get, you're building wealth. You're building assets that will ensure that you'll keep getting passive income, that you'll be earning even when you're away in your sleep, or even when you're not really there and working. You may ask, how can I do this? How can I get to experience this? Yes, at Abundance Fast Lane, we give you an experience in the To Use Cash Flow 101 by Robert Kiyosaki, and you get to play this game. It has live simulation that allows you to feel how it feels like when you have the mindset of the poor. You might be having money, but you don't get opportunities, or you get opportunities, you don't have money, and you end up sticking at the rat race here. Yeah, the rat race. You start here, you're getting opportunities, and sometimes you keep passing them over, becoming poorer and poorer, and getting to spend money on the doodads. Yes, you can go through this rat race. If you have the middle class mentality, you come, and as you go through the rat race, you want to grow your own limits and grow it and see how you can borrow more, maybe to do more of the doodads, or more of what you really want to do. But if you have the wealth or the rich mindset, you quickly go through the rat race and you buy assets that will ensure that you're able to, with the asset, you're able to build enough passive income that will be able to meet all your expenses, and you are able to happily exit the rat race, enjoy the fast track. This fast track where the rich play the game of money, where money works for you, and you don't have to work so hard again. Money is working for you. And this is, while you're in this lane now, you feel how you're able to do what you want, how you want, and where you want. Yeah, while you're with the game, you're able to look at, this is an African photo safari. You can actually have a mini farm in the city. You can do all these things. You can golf all around the world. You can be a jet setter. You can save the animals, because you can do what you want, even if you just want to save the animals. You can go and visit the 7 wonders of the world, seven wonders of luxury all the way without stopping. You can actually, even while you are here, become the city mayor. You just want to run for an elective seat just for fun. And since you already have money and money is working for you, you can actually just book the president and go and have dinner with him. So this is all what you can have fun. And while here, you can still buy more assets and more businesses that will ensure that you keep at living an abundant life. And take note, while here, there are things that can take you back, like the lawsuit. Just keep yourself off legal tussles. Divorce can also make you go back, and as we've always talked in this channel, let's keep our relationships tight and take care of our significant relationship. Tax audit can also bring you down. Yes, that is how you come and have that experience of how it really feels like. And once you have that experience, it's as good as living it in real life. You go and apply it in real life, and you have a shift in your mindset. and start enjoying an abundant life. Thank you so much for those who subscribed. Thank you so much for those people who make comments, for those who like and share this channel. In fact, continue inviting your friends so that we can continue learning together. And more importantly, let us know when and where we can get you the game so that you get to play and have that shift in your mindset in a fun way amidst your friend. Thank you so much. That's what time we had for. Thank you and keep subscribing. Thank you.